Oh, Jane, what crazy adventures are you going to get into on the next page? What? It can't possibly go on. What's going to... What? What do you think? Hey, everybody, it's comedian John Heffron. That's what my Instagram is. It says comedian John Heffron. And anytime anybody wants to be shitty with me, they go, "Oh, you're so unfunny. You got to put comedian in your name." Yeah, that's the only thing that was available. Anyway, I am John Heffron, part of HEFFRON REEP. You can always go to heffronreep.com if you want to see where we are performing. Jon Reep performs every weekend. I perform when I feel like leaving my house because I'm building a compound, becoming sufficient. And I don't like to travel as much as I used to. I don't, you go to a club and it's a new manager every time you're there because everybody gets fired because they end up stealing somehow. And then it's just a thing. I don't know. What do I do if I don't like to travel and do stand-up? Anyway, we're not going to figure out today. That was a weird moment. HEFFRONREEP.com for all of our dates. We're going to talk fast. This show's going to move. It's going to, I live on a farm, so it's going to move. Jon Reep is coming to us. He is in a undisclosed location in a hotel somewhere in the world. I guess he ran into some mob guys, got in a little bit of gambling trouble. And I was just laying on the lam for a couple weeks, or for a week, or for 2 days. But let's check in with the other host of this show, Mr. Jon. I don't know his Nathan Reep? No, that's not his. Please welcome Jon Reep to the show.
Don't worry about. Oh, hey, buddy, what's cracking?
Hey,
how you doing?
Are you good? Are you
I'm
good?
Okay.
You're in your safe house until
I'm
things
in my safe
just
house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, until things
it's
die
weird,
down.
right?
Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
and it's weird because we were talking about this. If you have, are signed up for Columbia Records and Tapes in the 80s, you think that you're safe. You think that
Hang on, John.
Not.
This is weird. The doorbell's ringing. I'm at a place with the doorbell, and it's
But you're on
physically
witness.
ringing. Yeah, go ahead. Hang on.
But literally,
Yeah,
the guy, he's on witness relocation, and one of the first things
good. I'm on a Zoom call. I'm good. Thank you. All right.
One of the first things you do is you don't answer the door if you're hiding from the mob.
They asked me if I needed fresh towels or linens. It's a very fancy safe house.
Yeah, but don't answer the door because that could have been just the people trying to kill you, and they just knocked on housekeeping.
It was a secret doorbell that only I and the other people in the safe house know about, so we're good.
Gotcha. So
shout out Emily Miller and Kate and Linda and Tim real quick, just new people popping in. I want to say thank you. If you were at my show in Atlanta, this was one of the podcasts I was talking about. This one's HEFFRON REEP. Tomorrow night's country-ish, but I love this baby because of this man right here, John to the HEFFRON right here from Detroit area-ish.
Well, good. I'm glad you're in Atlanta. Shows went well. Did water drip on you in the green room? Was it raining at all?
No, it dripped on the audience from two different locations, and by Sunday I had worked it into the routine.
Yeah, I hope they never fix that. That's what I love about.
Yeah, I told people at one point I grabbed an empty shot glass that was at someone's table. I said, let's make a deal, and I grabbed the shot glass and I put it right where that water was dripping. And I said, if I sell all of my T-shirts, I will chug this shot of the rainwater or whatever it is that's coming from the ceiling. Yeah.
Right.
Of course,
did you?
No.
Oh, you didn't. That's a tough place to sell stuff because people are leaving, and it's usually, it's Atlanta in the summer. It's 120 degrees in there. Right. And then so the water falling from the ceiling is actually refreshing, where you just you stick your mouth up and you get excited.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to cover. I want to hear about your guests that you had in Atlanta. Comic friends stop by. But can I do some shameless plugs right now, dude?
Oh, please do.
Because
I'm excited for you.
this came out yesterday. Now, if you followed the podcast, you know we've been reading parts of this book for a while now. And I just wanted to show you this for people who think I don't follow through. It was an idea. I read it first to John on the podcast. And if you don't remember the first lines, remember, I kept doing this. I kept going, little Jane is so adorable and kind, but right now she has one important question on her mind. Remember that? So we read that, and then John read a part, and he had a thing. So it actually did it. It's a kid's book right here. It's full of words. It rhymes, so it's easy. Because that's the thing I found when I was reading to my granddaughter. Her books are hard. I get caught up on the words. I get lost. It's hard to kind of have a flow. But this book, My Grandma Makes Blueberry Pancakes. Me and my wife wrote it. We're very proud of it. Worked on the sequel today. This made number 6 of Amazon bestseller. We were close to making it a number 1 bestseller. I was a little bit off. But I have no comic friends that forwarded or let anybody know. So I'm very bitter about that. But if you're going to be on Amazon tomorrow for Amazon Day and you have a grandkid or you have a kid and you want to read them a book, I think you should, because I have an idea. I want to start the All Valley Grandpa Tournament where grandpas will read this book and I want to watch it on video. And then me and John will decide who is the best grandpa reader, and then we'll have prizes. What do you think about that as a contest, John?
Oh, I love it, dude. Count me in. This is I did not know that you were that close to being a bestseller. Something to add to your resume.
Yeah, we were number 1 new release. But you know, we're beating out Pokemon. We were doing well, and then another day passes, and you got to get your hustle going. So if you're on Amazon and you want to help me out, there's Kindle. If you got Kindle, whatever, it's free. So as you see right there, it doesn't cost you anything.
Wow.
But just get the paperback. I'm showing it right now. It's full. It's bright words. The graphics are fun. I can't reveal the end for spoilers, but it's shiny. It looks legit. It's got
the artwork is great. Where did you find the artist? Is it someone we know?
From Bangladesh. Online, we've had trouble communicating, but but he did it. Working on we wrote the next book today. My goal is to get 5 of these books done by Christmas. But if you have kids, check it out. So there you go.
Wow. And you've got a website called thebestkidsbook.com.
That's a better way if you're easy. And you can't remember or whatever.
So you said you're working on a sequel already?
I
feel like that's what you have to do. If you're coming out swinging and it's already hit almost number 1, you got to start working on number 2. I'm like that you're ahead of the game.
It's an easy template. You rhyme, you pick foods that kids want, and they have fun reading it. So we're gonna go hard on the pain on this one.
Wow.
I could reveal. I had trouble trying to decide what the next book was, but I can tell you what the next book is if you want an insider tip. Part of the series.
Exclusive right here on HEFFRON Reep. Sneak peek.
I will show you, but the artist keeps drawing them wrong, but I will show you the cover of this one. This one, if you can see, but I'll show you this right here. Here we go. Oh, you probably can't see it.
Well, see, these are things that you need to have texted Alan before the show.
Yeah, it's I'm going to save it. It's good though.
Richard Hovis says strawberry pancakes. No, I think he's probably, if I'm guessing, I'm gonna say he's gonna move on from pancakes, go to a whole nother food group. Rick Sanford III, he just made an offer. He could have illustrated that for you. He does it. One of our super fans, one of our Patreon supporters. We have a Patreon, by the way. If you're watching this podcast or listening to it for the first time and you want to support us and help us out, go to HEFFRONREEP.com, click on support, and you can be a supporter, and we'll give you shout outs on the show as well, like Mr. Rick Sanford III. So thank you for that. I don't think it's going to be waffles, Richard. I'm not sure. I'm not putting my money on waffles or pancakes, but we'll have to find out later, right, John?
Yeah, we'll see. But no, we're gonna go up and down the kids menu a little bit. So we've maybe left the breakfast. We've left the breakfast sphere.
Gotcha.
And gonna move on to other things. I'm excited about it because since I no longer have any comedy albums on Sirius XM, Pandora, or Spotify, this is the way I can make $6 a month.
Yeah, I was going to be one of my questions without getting personal is how much could a man make on such a thing?
On the books?
Yeah. Maybe I should get. I've never even considered writing a children's.
Here's the deal. Here's my plan where I can retire. I can retire next week if I sell 1.5 million of these. I'm done.
That's not a lot.
If I sell 1.5 million books and a half, then I'm out. Just, you know what I mean? I won't take up spaces at comedy clubs or anything. So if you're not a fan of my stand-up and you just want me gone from the entire circuit, buy this book. Right. We can convince 1.5 million people.
That should be some sort of condolence thing that Spotify and all these streaming services that took your comedy down. They should have to be. They should buy this book. Yeah, purchase the book.
Just buy the book. Now,
wait, I have another question, John.
Okay,
I have one more question.
Sure.
So, yeah, I love it. You're a creative guy. You got a lot of stuff going on. You've got the book, but what about the cutting boards, dude? Do we stop doing cutting boards?
Did we not only not stop doing the cutting boards, and that's the bestcuttingboards.com, Jon Reep. We are offering right now, if you go there, I should just sell used cars. If you go to the bestcuttingboards.com, Andy, the guy who physically makes the boards, he makes these handheld, personally made reindeer. Christmas is coming up, so it's Christmas in July. If you get a cutting board during the month of July, you will have a handmade wood reindeer. Nobody has that. You're not going to go on Amazon and find that tomorrow. You're not going to go to big box. This is me and Andy. We're making these reindeers that are like this.
Yeah, it's like free out of wood.
It's out of wood from the scraps, and it's a thing. Yeah, and it's old school. So go to the bestcuttingboards.com. I just found this. Speaking of, have you ever tried to write comedy for another comedian?
Sometimes here and there, not full on written out bits, but tags and little things here and there.
So so I was asked, obviously, nameless. Right. So I wrote and I just found it and the guy never got back to me. So I figured he hated it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm like, well, he never got back to me. So I figure, I wonder if I could do it. I just found this while we were talking.
Oh, you should. It's 100% yours now.
Yeah, because I wrote it for not me, but
he never paid you for it. Obviously,
he never paid me.
No money's exchanged hand. That's yours.
Can I bang through these? See what you think?
Oh yeah, I love this.
Okay.
By the way, so can I say something before you do it? I feel bad because Dusty Slay. You know, I love Dusty Slay, and he's been on the Tonight Show, all these late night talk shows many times. And he was asking me, "How come you've never done one?" I go, "My bits are not formed that way. They're long, and they don't like long stories, and it's hard for me to do that." He goes, "What if I help you construct it?" I'm like, "Okay." And he did. He sat down and constructed stuff and sent it to me, and I was never able to use it or get back to him. So I'm hoping if Dusty Slay is watching this, it's not you, it's me. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. All right, it was brilliant. So I hope that whoever wrote you wrote this for reaches out like I just reached out to Dusty. Now I gotta tell Dusty. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, no,
you wrote this. Are you gonna tell us who it was for?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm you know what I mean? I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, and these weren't fleshed out. The deal was I was supposed to write a little and then call, and then we kind of go back and forth. Because some people, that's how I would do it. Like I would collaborate with you, but I can't read anybody else's material because it just won't stick and won't feel authentic. But if I'm like, what should I do? And you say, you should be in a bus. Okay, so I'm in a bus, right? So it kind of helps, but not giving me the actual words, because then I'm just memorizing something, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So let's try this out. See what I'm gonna see if I can maybe use this. Oh, man, there's 2 pages here. Okay.
And
here
what's
we go.
going to happen as you're reading it? I'll have my own thoughts, and maybe that'll spur even a better, more.
All right, here it is. To the unknown person I was going to give this to, I might put this in my thing. So I'm a grandfather. Well, it's not official. I'm still waiting for the paternity test. See?
Right. Okay.
He, she, because I didn't know, pees themselves and cries when they aren't eating. So sounds like me. Sounds like my genes. I'm excited when I found out I was going to be a granddaddy. I feel things are different than I thought. Did you know your kid doesn't want advice on raising a kid? They must have learned how to do that when they got the liberal arts degree you paid for. Come on, see where I'm going here?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
I made the mistake of telling my
I know who it is now. Yeah.
Okay. I made the mistake of telling my grandchild no. I was immediately told, we don't say no. I said, but he was about to buy Bitcoin and smoke a cigar. I mean, I don't know what Bitcoin is, but it seems volatile in today's market. And the cigar wasn't even Cuban. Do your children not know you were parents before they were? Intimidating adult child. We don't say no. Well, we don't talk sassy to your father. Now go to your room and think about what you've done. Then I grabbed my grandkid, lit up a stogie, and started day trading. See? All came back right there. If you ever get a chance to put your kid, if you ever get a chance to put your kid in a timeout in front of their kids, I highly recommend it. It's a good lesson in who the head office really is. I thought that was a funny premise, that you ground your kid in front of their kids and just watch their eyes just be like, what the? Just to show where the power move is.
That's good.
And then on the way home, my wife asked why I smelled like a cigar smoke. Then we started talking about parenting and what our parents said no to. Think back, it was actually doesn't make any sense. When I was a kid, my dad said no to touching the radio, but yes to letting me touch the lawnmower, then the hedger, and then the can of gas.
Yes. All true and hilariously accurate observations. I mean, I'm trying to think of the first time. Okay, so as the middle person, right? Like, I have a son named Tucker. He's 23. But when he was younger, I remember like the first time my dad, who was a new granddad, felt like it was his job or a position to discipline my son in front of me. You know what I mean? Like he was maybe 3 or 4 and was running away, maybe like 5 or 6, and was like running away downhill, and it was not going to go well. Like he was going to probably with his big head roll over and hurt himself falling down this hill. And so we had said no to this many times, and he just got up and went. And so Dad went and chased after him, and I was just like, no. I was about to grab, but Dad ran after him and popped him, like gave him a little spanky on the behind.
Right.
And we had never discussed this ever. I'm like, whoa. You can't be, no. This is supposed to be my job. You can't be spanking my son in front of me without a conversation first, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. That's not comedy. That's what came to my mind when you were reading all that stuff.
No, I just think it'd be a weird dynamic. I've never been in that scenario. I know a lot of parents probably think that their parents are too intrusive or, or they don't like the laws or whatever. But that's a weird thing because it's still your parent, even though you have a kid. And if you were, that's what I would do. I would, if you're an adult that has adult kids with kids, next time, your son or daughter's over, take their phone away from them. Just take their, if you have a 35-year-old kid, just go give me that phone and get it and put it in a thing, go, don't touch it. And then when your adult son or daughter goes to touch it, you just give them a smack. Just all right in front of your grandkid, just to confuse that kid. So that kid will just not know who the authority is or anything like that.
Did you get spanked as a child?
I don't remember it. I think I got threatened to it. I have no memory of anyone
Really?
like swabbing me
Let
or
me tell you,
getting
if you got spanked, you would know it. You would remember it. I mean, it wasn't a thing that. I mean, people who actually used it as discipline, not just a reaction and anger. It was.
yeah.
It's part of child rearing, no pun intended, and that is what you would remember that because it was not just one time.
Yeah.
For me, I got in trouble a bunch. So I got spanked at home. I got spanked at school as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a double whammy, getting spanking at school, then come home. How was your day? Oh, I got spanked. Oh, for what? Did you misbehave? Another spanking.
Now, do you think that carries off into your adult life if you're a person who got spanked and then, there's like a little fetish thing that
Yeah,
people like to be
I
spanked?
can't
You
fully
think there's a
orgasm
correlation?
unless I'm getting smacked around. Yeah, it's like my thing now.
Yeah.
I
So
like to
that's
be
the thing.
choked or smacked. I'm kidding.
So that's what, do you play it all the way back? Like first you come back with like a D- on a report card and then you just start role playing from there. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, it starts off.
You got to ride your BMX bike.
It depends on,
Yeah. Throw your BMX bike down, come into the house, give her the bad report card. And then she's like, what did you do? And then,
I told you to study for that exam, and you were back there in your room playing Atari. So hello, Jacob and Rick and Emily. I'm just giving shout outs real quick. Steve Wilder says he's watching from vacation in Panama City. Forgot about the time difference. Well, congratulations, buddy. I will be in Orlando. That's my next gig, John. So I got 2 days in Atlanta, and then I'm going to Orlando for the improv down there Friday and Saturday. I'm taking Brent Blakeney with me, and we're going to get down there a day or two early just so we can go to Disney World and the new Star Wars attraction.
that looks exciting. You have to I want to see a picture of you in the Millennium Falcon.
100%. I might even be dressed as Obi-Wan Kenobi if it's not too hot.
Yeah, you should.
I can pull off a good Obi-Wan Kenobi with the beard and the hair.
That would be a way to do it. And then all you have to do is, just get a brown robe and just walk around like that. And then
exactly. And Brent, who is 6 feet 7 inches tall,
Chewbacca, obviously Chewbacca, but he's gonna have a shittier day because he's gonna be roasting
hot. Or he could be Darth Vader, but that's more stuff too, and you can't see his face because Darth Vader was tall, right?
Yeah. I
Who
don't
was
know
taller,
how tall.
Darth Vader or Chewbacca?
Probably Chewbacca.
Yeah, I'd say Chewbacca.
Yeah, because I think when they got captured and Darth was walking, Chewbacca is definitely. I don't know how tall the Wookiee is.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
But yeah, so hey, congrats on the book. I'm excited. Congrats on all that stuff. I got to jump off of here, man, because I'm supposed to do another podcast to promote my gig in Orlando. So
all right.
I'm just saying thank you, and I miss you. I'll be back next week, regular time. But everyone should stick around and keep watching John Heffron. I mean, can you see these comments on here?
A little. I'll look at them. I'll probably be on for like 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna plug some more stuff. I'll plug where you're gonna be.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I had a good time in Atlanta. Saw Trish Sir came out to my show, did a guest set. Always good to see her. Craig Gass, hilarious comedian and also good improviser and impressionist that maybe you know from the Howard Stern show, came out, and it was just a fun time in Atlanta. But next up is Orlando. I will see y'all in Orlando. Stick around for more Heffron and Reep, but I'm bouncing, brother. I love you. I'll see you next time.
All right, man. We'll see you next week. That was Jon Reep. I'm just going to keep you guys for just another second. Walkers may leave. Bus 6 is running a little bit late. So here's my question. I got wall critters, and I'm trying to decide how to kill them. I have chipmunks in the walls, and for some reason, I just don't feel like if I put a trap down, then I got to deal with the animal that's in the trap, right? Then I got to kill the animal that I just trapped. I can't co-hibernate or whatever it means when you're living with something, cohabitate, I don't know the words. Whatever that is, I can't because they're scary. So I might go and try to deal with the animals that are in my walls as much as I would love to hang out and talk. But if you haven't already, please, we're so close to getting the #1 bestseller seller. Me and my wife wrote this book. My grandma makes blueberry pancakes. Look at it. There's it's good. If you have a 0 to like a 7, 8-year-old, they're going to love this book. It's part of a new series. Let's do this. Help me to stop doing comedy by buying 1.5 million of these. Okay. I mean, if you ever really cared, if you care about the art of comedy, I will leave it forever if I sell 1.5 million of these books. So there you go. Don't forget to check out HEFFRONREEP.com. John is in Orlando, and I am in St. Charles, Missouri in 2 weeks. All those dates are up there on HEFFRONREEP.com. Also, this show is brought to you by thebestcuttingboards.com. And get John's hot sauce and all. I will look at the messages. Rick put a black snake in the wall, at least 3. Cohabitate. Thank you. I thought about that. I thought about like busting a hole in the wall and then throwing stuff into the busted hole. Or they should make some type of like Roomba rat or chipmunk or mice killer that just remote controlled. You can just put it up in the ceiling and let it roll and try to find, and then just have it grab whatever animal it is by the head. Rob Hayes saying I should get some hyenas or hyenas. That's a thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some hyenas and put them in front of my house. That'll just scare away everybody. And also the Amazon Prime guy. Guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been a very short but good segment of the Heffron and Reep Show. Peace.